Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to our journey toward a happier, more peaceful mind. Today's topic is deeply personal and something I believe we all struggle with at some point. It's about that little voice inside your head. You know the one I'm talking about, right? The one that comments on everything you do, everything you say, everything you feel. Sometimes, that voice is our biggest cheerleader, pushing us forward and motivating us to be better. But other times, it can be our harshest critic, whispering judgments, doubts, and fears that hold us back and, honestly, just hurt. In this session, we're going to dive deep into how you can gain control over your inner voice. We'll explore practical ways to stop that cycle of self-criticism and, most importantly, how to build a kinder, more supportive, and more loving relationship with the most important person in your life, yourself. Are you ready? Let's begin. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is this inner voice? Simply put, it's that constant stream of thoughts flowing through your mind. It's the narrator of your life's movie. It gives opinions, makes judgments, and replays conversations over and over again. For many of us, it can sound pretty harsh. It might say things like, "You're just not good enough for that job." Or after a social event, it might ask, "Why did you say that? Everyone probably thinks you're so awkward." It might even whisper, "You're just going to fail again, so why even bother trying?" But here is a fundamental truth that I really want you to absorb today: your inner voice is not you. Let me say that again. That voice is not the core of who you are. It's a collection of thoughts, a mental habit created by your brain. It's been shaped by your past experiences, your deepest fears, your upbringing, and the environment you've been in. I like to think of it like a radio that's always playing in the background of your mind. Sometimes, it plays your favorite, uplifting songs. But other times, it's just static, noisy, distracting, and unpleasant. Your job isn't to find the off switch and destroy the radio. Your job is to learn how to change the station when it starts playing a tune that brings you down. You are the one in control of the dial. Now, you might be sitting there wondering, why would my own mind attack me? It feels so counterintuitive. It's a great question, and the answer is rooted in our survival instincts. Self-criticism is often a misguided defense mechanism. Your brain is desperately trying to protect you from future pain, failure, or social rejection. So, it reminds you of past mistakes to prevent you from repeating them. The intention is protective, but the execution is often flawed and goes way too far. It's crucial to understand the difference between helpful self-reflection and harmful self-criticism. Helpful reflection is constructive. It sounds like, "Okay, that didn't go as planned. What can I learn from this? I can do better next time." It's forward-looking and growth-oriented. Harmful criticism, on the other hand, is destructive. It sounds like, "I'm such a failure. I'm never good enough. And I always mess things up." It's a dead end. It keeps you stuck in a loop of shame and self-doubt. Our goal here isn't to silence your inner voice completely. That voice can be a powerful tool for reflection and growth when it's healthy. The goal is to retrain it, to teach it the language of kindness and compassion. The first and most powerful step in controlling your inner voice is simply becoming aware of it. So many of us are on autopilot, completely oblivious to the constant, cruel monologue running in our heads. We've become so used to it that we don't even notice how harsh we are to ourselves until we intentionally stop and listen. So, let's do a quick exercise together right now. I want you to just sit quietly for a moment. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Take a deep breath. And just for the next minute, I want you to listen. Don't judge the thoughts, just notice them. What is your mind saying to you right now? Now, open your eyes. Think about what you just heard. Would you ever speak to a friend, a family member, or someone you love the way you just spoke to yourself? If the answer is no, and for many of us it is, then it's time to rewrite your inner script. Remember this: you are the author of your thoughts. And every single author has the power to edit, to revise, and to create a new story. It's your story, and you get to decide what it sounds like. Alright, let's get practical. How do we actually transform this negative self-talk into a supportive inner dialogue? It doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, it's absolutely possible. Here are a few tools you can start using today to train your inner voice to become your biggest ally, your best friend. First, catch it in the act. The moment you notice your mind saying something harsh, just pause. Acknowledge it. For example, you make a small mistake at work, and the voice immediately says, "I'm so stupid." That's the moment. Just catch it. Second, question it. Once you've caught the thought, challenge its validity. Ask yourself, is that really true? Am I truly stupid because I made one mistake? The answer, almost always, is a resounding no. This simple question breaks the thought's power. Third, reframe it. Now that you've questioned it, turn that negative thought into something supportive and realistic. Instead of "I'm so stupid," you could say, "I made a mistake, and that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm learning from this experience, and it will help me grow." See the difference? One is a judgment, the other is a learning opportunity. Fourth, and this one can be really fun and effective, name your inner critic. Give that critical voice a silly, non-threatening name, like Grumpy George or Negative Nancy. When that voice starts up, you can say, "There goes Grumpy George again," or "Nancy, I don't have time for your negativity right now." This simple act helps you detach from the thought. It externalizes the critic, reminding you that its voice is not your voice. It's just a pattern, a character that you can choose not to listen to. And finally, practice compassion daily. Make it a habit to talk to yourself with the same warmth, encouragement, and understanding that you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. At the end of the day, take a moment to acknowledge your efforts, not just your achievements. Say things like, "You did your best today," or "It's okay that you felt overwhelmed. Rest up." Over time, your brain will literally learn a new language, the beautiful, healing language of self-acceptance and self-love. Now, for any skeptics out there, this isn't just fluffy, feel-good advice. There's real science behind this. Studies in neuroscience have shown that practicing self-compassion can actually rewire your brain. When you consciously replace harsh, critical thoughts with kind, supportive ones, you're doing something remarkable. You're activating your prefrontal cortex, which is the rational, planning part of your brain. At the same time, you're calming down the amygdala, your brain's fear and threat detection center. This shift doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it builds emotional resilience. So, remember, being gentle with yourself doesn't make you weak or complacent. It actually makes you stronger, more balanced, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. You're not letting yourself off the hook, you're giving yourself the support you need to succeed. So, my friends, the next time that inner critic starts to get loud, the next time your inner voice starts to criticize you, I want you to just pause. Take a breath. And ask yourself this one simple question: would I say this to someone I deeply love? If the answer is no, then please, don't say it to yourself. Take a moment to rewrite that thought. You deserve the exact same kindness, patience, and compassion that you so freely give to everyone else in your life. Remember this always: you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. You are the listener, the observer, the one who has the power to choose which thoughts you believe and which you let go. Thank you so much for watching and for sharing this space with me today. If this message touched you or resonated with you, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this and share it with someone who you think might need a little reminder to practice self-love today. Take care, and be kind to yourselves.